Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Pental Pendant. This is the 188770. Very pretty fixture, a lot of heavy forging, great way to show you the skill that Hubbardton Forge has in all their artisans. A lot of people are going to use this in series of 2 or 3 over a dining, you can use it over a dining table. A lot of people are going to use it over kitchen islands as well. They'll also use it in foyers if you have a ceiling that's tall enough. And the other thing is I can make this custom as short as 17.75. I'll get into that in a second. But if you want to use this above your head in a small foyer, it would be very pretty too. It also gives a lot of downlight, so it's really good on a kitchen island. Not only does it have a lot of downlight, but you can use a variety of bulbs in it. So we'll go there in a second too. So why don't we talk about the size of the fixture to begin with. When we talk about fixture body size, it's not inclusive of these telescoping rods. So the fixture body size is 13.1 inches high, and then it's 8.3 inches in diameter. Now why don't we talk about those adjustable ranges. So if you guys are familiar with Hubbardton Forge has this telescoping rod system which uses a little hex nut right there, and I just had my hex wrench around me which kind of has disappeared. Anyway, so there's a little hex nut on the side. This telescopes like an umbrella handle right up to the point where you're ready to go, and then you just tighten that and it keeps it in place. So where did that go? Hold on a second. There it is. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so let me just tighten this so I want to show you guys. So little hex wrench is going to come with it, so you tighten that up and now it doesn't go anywhere. So it locks it into place, and you're going to have 3 different adjustable ranges to play with on this. What happens is they ship 1 of 3 of these longer rods. We just have to choose the one that's right for you after you and I do some measuring together. So let's talk about the adjustable ranges. And now we're talking about the whole thing. Overall height is from the bottom of the fixture to your ceiling itself. 36.3 to 44 is your short. 43.7 to 51.3 is your standard, and the long is 50.2 to 57.7. So this starts off as kind of a long fixture. So it's going to be problematic, a little tough for you guys to use if you have an 8-foot ceiling going over a 36-inch counter. However, I do this all the time. We do customs on these. They're not that expensive. 6 weeks out, a little more time, a little more money, and non-returnable. But I can go as short as a custom range. My shortest custom range is 17.75 to 19.25, and there's going to be quite a few of them after that, getting all the way up to what's called the standard product short, which is going to be that short 36.3 to 44 that you see in the pull down menu. So if you really like this fixture but it's just too long for you as standard product, drop a quick email or call and I can quote you on custom lengths. Okay, so on top of that there's a knuckle that's on the top of this, and see that knuckle right there? And what that does is it allows this to hang on a 45-degree slope. So if you guys have a sloped ceiling, 45 degrees or less, it is good to go there. Okay. So on top of all that, why don't we talk about lamping? There's no glass on this. It's very user-friendly as far as lamping goes. And like I said, the best thing about this I love is it throws a ton of light and the bulb's way up there, so you can put in whatever your little heart desires. It's going to ship with this medium base socket made out of porcelain, and that can take, it can take a big LED like this one. It can take a BT15 halogen if you really want to blast light all over the place, and it'll look great. You're up to 100 watts for an incandescent bulb, but there's really no limit at all for an LED. So it's, you guys can actually, here's an LED this is an Edison LED. So if you're going to have the opportunity to look up into this and you want to put a cool light bulb in, this would be a cool way to go too. Great user friendly, like I said, porcelain socket. Very few limits on your bulb, so it's really good to go. It's got a lot of utility value as far as lighting goes, and I'm kind of big on that. Why don't we talk about finishes? So if you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, midway down left-hand side, give that a click. You're going to be able to see a video screen of me talking about translucent finishes versus opaque powder coat finishes. There's a chart just below that, and it's going to show you all the finishes this can come in. A lot of heavy forging on this piece, so it's really important to look at that chart, kind of get acquainted with it, watch the video, and it's going to reference those pictures that have the A's on them and the B's on them and kind of teach you guys about forging and how things can look. A customer had recently asked me about the fact that the photograph made it look like the inside of this had a finish of gold on it, and then the outer part had a different finish. That's an optical illusion. What's happening is the finish on the inside, it's probably bronze or dark smoke, and it's getting the warm light coming out of the light bulb, hitting that finish and making it look golden, while the rest of it doesn't look like that because it doesn't have light on it. Like I said, optical illusion, the whole thing is finished in the same finish. So just something you guys should know in case you're looking at that and kind of scratching your heads. So like I said, great fixture, love it. And the fact that you know now that it can be shorter without a lot of complexity involved, just drop me a quick email. We have this on the floor of our showroom. I think it's in bronze. You should come check it out. Our showroom is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. And we have over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures on display. So it's a great showroom to check out. That's spread over 2 floors, just so you know. And then we also have a clearance center. And clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. And that stuff you can walk right out the door with. So that is about that. On top of all that, you can call us every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and I will answer the phone and talk to you about your lighting needs. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from us, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if you ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer in the world that has 90-day returns. That's 3 months with no restocking fees. And then on top of all that, Hubbardton Forge actually has a limited lifetime warranty for residential use. So these are heirloom quality fixtures you're going to be having for yourself, passing on to your kids. They're going to pass them on to their kids because they're warranted for life. You can see information about that on the bottom of their website, way down on the front page, limited lifetime warranty link. Okay, and then we have a rush program too. So if you guys need these faster than Hubbardton's normal 3 to 4 week lead time, just drop a quick email and I can check into that for you. It's very inexpensive, get you out the door in half the time. Okay, thanks for stopping in. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye bye.